No. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, the impact of introduced species on our native ecosystems. So over here in Poor Man's Stream, a native species you can find is our freshwater crayfish, the kora, our native trout called inanga. Actually, banded koi poi is the name of one of them that lives in the stream. Unfortunately, one introduced species here is the brown trout. There's also rainbow trout in other rivers, but in this section in particular, brown trout. And in the stream they don't grow very big, but they're commonly known to be fighting for food with the kora and the inanga. A common source of food for the kora and inanga is the stonefly, caddises and mayfly, which are tiny insects that are found underneath the rock. So basically you come in here, you lift up the rock and find those. The trout love those. So they're competing for food with our native species. And I'll top off what else they do just after I explain about another one called Didymo. Didymo is found in the stream, and unfortunately when the Didymo blooms, particularly summertime, it changes the whole habitat for our kora and inanga. So basically Didymo goes, also known as rock snot, like covering the whole riverbed, and it looks like a blanket. And basically what that does is it takes away the habitat for our stonefly, caddises, mayflies, all those that like to leave their juveniles in the rocks, and covers them with a blanket. They're gone. So it limits the food for the kora and the inanga, and then they have to resort to whatever they can find. And unfortunately the trout they're lucky enough to be able to resort to eating the inanga if they're small enough, and the kora. That's a big problem in this waterway, and that's our stream. Another factor for the introduced species is up here. We have humans. We technically introduced ourselves, and there's a big quarry up here. So basically they're digging up here, taking away sand, silts, everything, and when it rains, the rain washes away all down here and carries all the silt with us and floods into this waterway. Unfortunately, when it floods into this waterway, it completely changes the habitat for the two native species I've just been talking about, filling up gaps because kora are known to hide under rocks. Same with inanga, because apparently they're nocturnal. You can be seen in the daytime, but mainly nocturnal. So when that floods in, completely changes the habitat again, almost like a blanket of silt, taking away places to hide. The further up the valley you go, where it's not affected by the quarry here, you do seem to find more life, which is a sign, but unfortunately in the summertime blooms when the water's low, the Didymo seems to take away the habitat for them. So that is the introduced species of our native ecosystems up here in Marsden Valley in Poor Man's Stream.